And fun and Hello, Boda. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me all right? I think I saw you last week, so yeah. Hello, Vamp. And you guys hear me all right? My day's going all right so far. How's your day going? Okay, that's good. Good to hear. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. Okay. Well, I hope you've been doing well. Oh, wait. I don't know, like a minute or two for everyone to get here, and then we can start with the questions. Right now, my mind's just kind of trying to figure out like exactly how to handle, changes to the channel. Like I don't know. I was thinking of who knows? Who knows what happened? Who knows? I'm hoping I hit 90. I'm hoping for it. That was my goal last year. We only gained about like a little over 3,000 subscribers, so we gotta try to do something different. Cause I didn't like those numbers. That was like, believe it or not, that was probably, I think that was the worst performing year I'd had probably since my third year on YouTube. So I call it a down year. So hopefully this will be an up year. Hello, boom. I'm okay. My days go. My week's my week's going. A lot of things, a lot of elements are happening right now that are kind of throwing my life out of order. In shortness, we actually fired, or technically terminate or let go, someone at my other job, at my primary job. I'm not sure if I spoke about this, but now that he's not there anymore, my schedule got all messed up, so I don't have a day off anymore. So I'm literally working 7 days a week between two jobs, and that is not fun. Okay, that's not bad. Since this year doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I saw your comment about retro reviews. The problem with retro reviews is just time. Like it's stressful. It's hard enough to find time. Like if I wasn't working two jobs, I could easily get like a review done in like a week. So doing like a retro review would be easy. I could get a retro review done in like 3 days. The problem is it's hard to do. And I'm telling you, most likely the retro reviews probably won't start happening until after I move, because once the move happens, I'm dropping the second job, like guaranteed. Like I'm just waiting to get like a good like 5 or 4 or 5 thousand in my account, and then once I have that, apparently at my new location, I won't be paying rent for like a whole month, which will allow me to save up even more. And then I'll have more time because I'll go back to my standard graveyard shifts. And then, heck, I'll be able to film and play games throughout the day. So then I'll have time to start working on retro reviews. And heck, I already have all the filming equipment I would need. And then just trying to figure out the big question I was actually about to do a video for before I actually started doing this. Maybe some people saw it, maybe some people didn't. But I was trying to figure out I did like a whole. Yeah, maybe I could show you guys. Like I don't know. I was thinking about doing a video. Like right now, I'm in the process of. Maybe I spoke about this earlier today. I'm in the process of working. Like, man. Like I don't know. Like this was literally gonna be like the next video. It's like Where should I be streaming? Twitch or YouTube? That was the video that I was literally about to like I did a test stream on Twitch to see who'd show up, and then a test stream on YouTube to see who showed up, and I was just like, okay, well, we have a general idea. Okay, so but that's kind of what. Yeah, no, yeah, Super Gaming. It was a test. It was a test stream. Like I literally was just I just went on Twitch for like 10 minutes, see if anyone would show up. Then I went on YouTube and was on there for like 10 minutes just to see who would show up. And so I was gonna do like a whole video just kind of more in depth because I really want your guys' opinion on this, because live streamings are gonna start on the 22nd. Like 22nd, 23rd, 24th, I will be streaming on Twitch or YouTube for a minimum of at least an hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours. I'm gonna let you guys pick that, and it's got to be a time that I know like people will show up. The objective is, the challenge is this: I really want to kind of work on multiple platforms, and so that's why I want to do streaming on Twitch. And people have even told me, yeah, gaming on Twitch, that's kind of is kind of the strong point. The thing is that I already have an established audience on YouTube. The problem is I don't want to go into a process where like most of my videos that I post in a year are live streams. That's the problem. It's like, okay, we can stick with our established audience on YouTube, but you're posting content that you don't want to flood your channel. Because if that is the case, then once I drop down to one job, I would prefer to try to upload 3 videos a week. But I don't want to do it where I'm uploading 3 videos a week with 3 live streams for games that I'm not sure. I just don't want to flood my channel. Apart from that, with Twitch, videos will stay on there for like a good amount of time, but it'll like encourage more people to show up, and it kind of will encourage a lot of you to venture off away from YouTube, and that's kind of what I want. I mean, I like my following on YouTube, but I would like to build up a following on Twitch too. That's why I'm trying to do that. But again, it's really what you the viewers want. But okay, now that more people are here, I'll get you guys those questions. But that's kind of what's just been occupying my attention for the day. And I'm currently editing the next top 10, which is my top 10 favorite Super Nintendo games, which was requested by a viewer of mine. You know who you are if he's here. That is the next top list video that I'm currently working on. But yeah. Can you recall how old you were when you started going through demons, and what did that teach you? I think my depression probably started kicking in probably around 16. The reason being is I found out my parents were getting a divorce. Christmas was very, very lonely that year. And I wasn't even at my house. We were spending Christmas at a relative's house. And I think we were there for New Year's. We were like in California for like 2 weeks. And so to kind of get the realization that, you don't really notice that your parents are going through problems, and then it just kind of hits you all at once, and you're trying to figure out what's the cause. And the problem is that the divorce wasn't even fully settled until I want to say a year after I got back from college. So I found it at 16, but it wasn't really settled until I was halfway through 18. So for a year, for 2 years, my parents were still living together, still married, going through a divorce, still living on the same roof. And so it was kind of weird. And I never really bounced back from that. I've never been in a position where I felt really happy with myself. So, yeah. I have struggled. I was just in collection videos, franchises. You're a fan of Final Fantasy. So, okay. Well, the Metal Gear one I've already done, and because I know the Metal Gear one is already up. You can look that one up, 100%. Final Fantasy, I don't think I have enough. I don't have enough. A lot of it would just be games, and maybe a few figures. But Metal Gear, my items for that are greatly expanded. Final Fantasy, not so much. So that's why I probably wouldn't do a Final Fantasy collection video. Hello, dear man. I think you're new. And you have a video idea. Top 5 favorite singers or bands. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea. Let me type that one down. I haven't done that one before, and that might surprise you. I mean, yeah. Let me type that one down. I like that idea. Dear Man B, and your idea is top 5 favorite music artists artists and bands. I'm not okay. A little outside the norm, but yeah, all right. Have you listened to Image Dragons? Yes, I have. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan. I like some of their music, but I'm not someone who actively goes out and seeks their music. I think YouTube would be better to stream on because more people. Yeah, I'm aware of that. That was what the experiment was. Like I was streaming on Twitch for like 10 minutes and like no one showed up, and I streamed for the same time on YouTube and like at one point like 5 people were there. So it's just like okay, we have an audience on YouTube and that's good, but I don't want to flood my channel with with live streams when we're already doing a live stream. So our best we would be doing 3 videos, a live stream, and then 3 live streams. So 4 live streams, 3 videos a week, 7 videos a week. That's a bit excessive. And it's the kind of thing where I kind of want to upload quality videos instead of quantity. That's why I would like, or maybe I could do something where it's like one gaming live stream on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. And if you was like, oh, if you want to see what happens, like we do the YouTube stream first, and it's like, okay, if you guys want to see what happens next for the next 2 days, you got to follow me on Twitch. Maybe do something like that. I don't know, maybe, but like, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out which one is this, because I really do want to build up an audience on Twitch. That's big, because apparently gaming is like the primary thing on Twitch right now. So that's kind of a big goal that I want to shoot for this year. Can you do retro reviews of Dark Void? You know what? If people want to see me do, yeah, like, look, if there's a bunch of retro reviews, yeah, like, I have a bunch. You got Jedi Survivor for Christmas for Xmas. Oh, cool. What do you think about it so far? My opinion is a contender. Really? 10 out of 10? Really? Okay, I wouldn't go that high. I would say gameplay-wise, it was definitely better, but I certainly prefer the story for Jedi Survivor more. Fallen Jedi. If the algorithm stops being a hole to you, actually promotes your content, then maybe you'd get more gamers on Twitch. Is there like I'm trying to figure that in about the whole algorithm thing. Like right now, I'm seriously contemplating on getting a boost membership on my vidIQ. I have a vidIQ like account, but I don't have like it's on a basic level, but like there's like a boost setting. And I'd be paying, if I remember correctly, it's like $220, and it gives me access to like all these tools. And I'm really seriously considering on doing that. It'll give me like this for an entire year, and maybe I can use that to find out the proper type of content I need to upload, so that the algorithm starts promoting my channel. Because I think that's the problem. I think what it is, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not monetized, and I'm like, maybe that might be it. Because I've been trying to get monetized for like a year, and it's saying that I'm uploading content that belongs to other people. And as I'm sure you guys have been watching my channel, I don't do that. Like, it's all mine. So I don't know what they're talking about, and it's too late to appeal it. So like that's the issue. Oh, it was you who requested. Okay, yeah. I got your name written down. If you had anything to say to Satan, what would I say? If I could say something to Satan, like, you know, man, I think I know what it feels like to have a rough relationship with your own father. I can relate to that. I had a rough relationship with my dad too. So I think that's what I'd say to Satan. If there were to be a Devil May Cry 6 and it would focus solely on Nero, would you like to see Lucia make her comeback? I would like to see Lucia make a comeback, but not with Nero. It doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe you could throw her in there and be like, oh, I knew Dante, your uncle. But yeah, I would love to see Lucia come back, but I'm not sure with Nero. Because it'd be like having Devil May Cry Nero and then having Lady and Trish. It's like, well, yeah, Lady and Trish, they know Nero, but I wouldn't say they're friends with him, so it'd be a little weird. Am I going to play Suicide Squad to kill the Justice League? No, I'm not. I had no interest in that game. Do an updated review of Cyberpunk? Would people like to see that? Like, yeah, it's a much better game now, but it's just like, you know, do a poster collection video. I did something like, I'll be honest. Dear man, I don't think I would do it now because I've actually thrown away a lot of my posters. Like I don't like this isn't. I don't post up as many posters as I did when I was in my older grow up house. If you saw a video of my room back then, like 10 years ago, like I had posters everywhere. I had like maybe 20 at one point, like 20 pictures. Like every place you could put a poster, I would put one, and it was so infected that it would be on the front and back of the door. It would be right outside the room. Like it was like posters galore, and so I've kind of dropped back. So like right now, if I was saying, I don't really have posters anymore. Like I have like a few scrolls. Like I got this one, the Tifa one, some pictures of friends. The only like poster I have is like the Metal Gear Solid 3 one. I haven't even really hung up the Star Wars one. It's just on the ground. Across from there is a metal poster that my brother got me of Vegeta in Super Saiyan 2. I have a painting. It's like a 5-part painting of a Cloud fighting Sephiroth from Final Fantasy Advent Children. But it's in like 5 parts, and it's like right above the bathroom door. And I have like 2 like posters up here, but it's not as diverse as it used to be. So I'm not sure if that'd be like something interesting to do. Don't remember if you asked this, but have I ever thought about playing Metaphor? Boda, I've never heard of that game, so I'm not sure. It's me, Sheen. Actually, you just changed your name. Okay. Yeah. It's sometimes easier for me just to call from what I see. So I acknowledge you, but like it's just easier. I unless I know someone personally, I typically can't remember them by anything but their screen names. Hope you do a top 10 music in video games. You mean like a soundtrack or what? Vamp wants to know, do I listen to Breaking Benjamin? Yes, but much like other bands, it's like there's like a few key songs from them I'll listen to, but I wouldn't say I'm like a big fan of the band itself. Like you can like Bruno Mars. It's like I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of his, but he's had like 1 or 2 songs I think are nice. Or like Kanye West. I'm not a fan of Kanye West, but he did make like 1 or 2 songs in 2008 when I was a teenager that I like and I still listen to this day. I haven't heard it. I don't know if he's made anything recently, but like that's how I am with like a lot of artists. I'm not a big fan of theirs, but like they might have like 1 or 2 songs that I think are good that are like much older songs. It's certainly nothing new. Favorite black actor and black actress. Black actor, damn, that's tough. If he weren't insane, I would have said probably before Denzel Washington, I would have said Will Smith before he went insane. I would have said Will Smith. Black actress, I can't think of any. But I would say right now, if we're talking black actors, I'd probably say Denzel Washington. As far as I'm concerned, he's never made a bad movie. Do a top 10 most disappointing games. I don't think I could do 10. I haven't played. Now that I think about it, there's not many games that I played that were really disappointing. Maybe top 5, but certainly not top 10 that I can think off the top of my head. I'd have to really think about that. Next question: do a top 5 favorite Star Wars stuff and top 5 hated Star Wars stuff, like show, games, and novels. I don't know. That doesn't sound very interesting to me, to be fair. I mean, I appreciate the ideas, but there's just so much. It's like that would be hard to organize. How would you describe Attack of the Clones in 2 words? Had moments, which is what I said in my rating of it when I did the tier list rating. I was like, yeah, it's not a bad movie. There's definitely some things in it I think I really, really like. It's not awful, and it has moments. It has some good moments in there. Primarily anything with Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I know you couldn't get yourself to finish it, but would you rate what? SPM2 from 1 to 10. What the hell is that? What is that? I don't know what SPM2 is. I don't know, sir. Avengers. I don't know what that is. Do your opinions ever change? They can, but I think it just depends on the topic. Like, I don't know, maybe if I get some new information or they make a certain change. I mean, people can always change. Again, I think it just depends on the topic itself, on whether my opinion will change. Which comic book stories that haven't been adapted... Wait, what comic book stories that haven't been adapted to live action would I like to see? I wouldn't like to see any of them because I'm sick and tired of comic book movies. I'm tired of them. I'm sick of them. I've not watched one in maybe a year or two. I think genuinely the last comic book movie I saw was either the Batman or the Suicide Squad, the second one. I haven't watched one since at all. I have not watched an MCU film since the first Avengers Infinity War. That was the last one. I think that movie's like 5 years old now. Like, I've not watched an MCU film at all, so I'm done with comic book films. I'm just done. Do you regret throwing away your posters? Not all of them. Some of them, I mean, I had like a couple of Transformers posters. I didn't really care much for those. There are some posters that I had back then I still have, but no. Some of them I threw away and I didn't really need them anymore. You just got a Resident Evil 4 poster and had framed it a few hours ago. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I typically frame all my posters. All mine are framed. I learned to do that. I don't like just post them all with thumbtacks. That's not nice. Hey, Beefy. Okay, hello, Shyla. I'm assuming you're new because no one's ever called me that. Dear man, what holds Terminator 2 from being my favorite movie of all time? The Dark Knight. I'm sorry. I mean, like Inception is number one, and then tied for second is Dark Knight and Terminator 2. I really can't pick. It's like, well, this one's better. It's like, well, Terminator 2's better than Dark Knight in this department, but then Dark Knight's better than this and this, and it's almost even. Like, if I were to divide these films into 10 different categories, each one would win 5. And it wouldn't even be a matter of quality. Like, each of these elements would be super important. And so because they're so tied, it's like trying to go through a door. It's like if two people try to go through a door, they jam the door. And so whoever went through the door first is stuck in there. So that's Inception right now. Bless you. Sorry. Yeah, it's not like it's not that it doesn't hold it back. It's just it's tied with Dark Knight, and that prevents it from moving up forward. But I would say like the one thing that Inception did better than Dark Knight and Terminator 2 was it was such a such a work on my brain. It was like my brain got to work out like I was working as I was watching that film, and I had never experienced that before or since. I mean, there are movies that cause you to think, but like not like Inception did, which is why even to this day it's still my favorite movie of all time. Do I like Samuel Jackson? Yeah, he seems cool. He looks like my dad. Like, how my dad was when he was older. Like, he really does. Like, the way Samuel Jackson looks now, like, if I showed you a picture of my dad, it's kind of crazy, like, how similar he looks. I would say, like, maybe 60%. Zoe Saldana, she's a black actress, and she's one of my favorites. Oh, okay, that's nice. I think she's the one who plays Zamora in Guardians, I think that's who you're talking to. Will I play Metal Gear Solid Delta? No. I have no doubt Konami is going to butcher the hell out of that game and turn it into a giant hating Konami game. Pretty much, it'll be the anti-Metal Gear Solid 3. I have no doubt that's what's going to happen. They are going to butcher... I mean, we saw the damage they did with MGS5, which is why I don't acknowledge it. So I don't even want to imagine the damage they're going to do. Like, it's going to be exactly what they did with Metal Gear Solid, with Resident Evil 4. I was like, the amount of damage that remake did is almost criminal. It was like, what? I just looked at the game. Like, I played the demo, and I saw like an hour of it, and I was totally disgusted with it. I was disgusted with what they did with Resident Evil 4. I was like, oh my god. But people love it, and that's fine. And I have no doubt people are going to love this too. But, like, I do not trust Konami with this property anymore. It's been apparent for that like the last 10 years. They cannot handle this franchise without the mind of Konami. And if they were Kojima, if they were going to do it, they should do a full reboot. I mean, full. Any idea that Kojima had put into the franchise, trash it. Get rid of the cloning, get rid of the snakes, get rid of the, like, the only thing they should keep is maybe a Metal Gear weapon, which you can keep the concept and do anything you want with it. But, like, I want to see a hard reboot that has no influence from Kojima. The only thing that stays is a Metal Gear weapon. But they can tell any story they want. Then I'll be curious. But, like, trying to piggyback off the ideas of Kojima is just disrespectful. Like, I'm not doing that. Spider-Man 2, what about it? What about Spider-Man 2 Vengeance? What about it? Which superhero individual or group do I think could save the Titanic? Probably the X-Men. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you take the X-Jet, you fly above the sinking Titanic, you have Storm, freeze the ice. Freeze the water around the Titanic. Hold it there. Or, even better, you can have Nightcrawler just teleport. Like, he typically just needs to see where he's going, or just have a general idea of where he needs to go, and just start teleporting people. Like, just teleport. Back and forth. Like, teleport here to land. Here to land. I mean, we know Nightcrawler can teleport a lot of people, and maybe not too many people at once, but, like, yeah, I think the X-Men could do it. Yeah, I think so. Or have Rogue just lift up the Titanic. Some underwater. She's super strong. She can literally lift up the Titanic. That's what Superman would do. I mean, he'd probably, like, seal the leak, but yeah, he probably would just pick up the whole Titanic. I don't see why Rogue can't do that. Am I looking forward to the DLC sequel of Mortal Kombat 1? What do you mean? What do you mean DLC sequel? What are you talking about? I already have all the DLC. I bought the whole package when I got the premium edition, so I get the DLC for free. Are you talking about, like, a Mortal Kombat 2? Or, like, the game? Because they're filming the movie, too, so what do you mean? Which do I prefer, Godfather or Scarface? Scarface. I don't think I've seen The Godfather, to be fair. I've heard about it, but I've never watched it. Do you think there will ever be a Batman film that will rival The Dark Knight and possibly dethrone it and become your new favorite comic book movie? Probably not. Not in my lifetime. Unlikely. Like, I had a life-changing experience watching The Dark Knight, and I went to that movie thinking it would suck. And I think that's what holds it back. I mean, I went into The Dark Knight thinking it was going to suck. Like, it's one thing when you go into a movie and you have expectations that it's going to be great, but I generally went into The Dark Knight thinking that movie was going to be horrible, and it was like one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had in a film. So much so, I've only experienced this once. It was weird. I don't know what happened, but like when the movie was done and I got out of the theater, I swear to you, I don't know how to describe what happened, but like for a good like 20 seconds, I literally could not breathe. Like, it was weird. Like, I was outside the theater, I had my hand on the wall, I was just like, what did I just see? I've never experienced that with another film before. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know, that movie literally took my breath away. Like, and I went into that movie thinking it would suck. Like, I was like all the hypocrites. I was like, Heath Ledger? How the hell you go from gay cowboy to the Joker? He's gonna screw this movie up. And he was the best thing in there. And I recently heard that apparently Christian Bale, like I don't know, I saw this YouTube short. And apparently, like, Christian Bale is very sensitive because he thinks that people don't think he's a good actor, and he feels bad about his role in The Dark Knight because he feels like he was overshadowed by Heath Ledger. But I was just like, dude, the villains have always outshadowed Batman. Like, every single Batman film, the villain has overshadowed Batman. So, like, that's normal. So, I'm sorry if you felt that way, but... Uh-oh. Okay. But, yeah, no. German for bless you? Oh, Gesundheit. Oh, okay. Do you ever fantasize larger than life actors in movies they weren't in? No. no, I don't. Metal Gear Delta will be Resident Evil remake all of it. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I generally believe that. MGS5 was a disgusting mess. You're damn right it was a disgusting mess. What did I hate the most about the Metal Gear Solid 5 game story and story? It was the story. It was telling the wrong story. Like, it undid all of the work that Metal Gear Solid 4 did to fix all of the issues. Like, there were so many plot holes throughout the franchise. Metal Gear Solid 4 answered all of them. And literally, the only thing you got from Metal Gear Solid 5 was that they made the statement stating that the person that you fought in the first Metal Gear game who died was not actually Big Boss. It was this Venom Snake guy. That's who you killed. But that is such a minute detail that goes nowhere. You could have just said like he ejected or he got out of the Metal Gear before it exploded and then he survived. I mean, that's what we all thought. It was we saw him pilot the Metal Gear. It blew up. He could have easily ejected or snuck out before it was blown up. And then we see him again in Metal Gear 2. And like, that's Big Boss. And on top of that, by making this game, you ostensibly have made Big Boss a liar. At the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, when he dies, he tells Snake, "Oh, you beat me 2 times. This time is going to be the 3rd." Well, apparently that's not the case anymore because that wasn't even him in Metal Gear. That was my issue. They were telling the wrong story. They needed to focus on the conflict between Big Boss and Major Zero, and they didn't do that at all. And then they included all these machines that were like way more powerful than Metal Gear's. I was like, why are we introduced, like, we're decades from the design of Metal Gear Rex. How do we have machines that make Metal Gear Rex and Metal Gear Ray look so inferior? Like, isn't technology supposed to get better as we move forward? But like, we had all this better stuff now. Like the Peace Walker machines. Okay, maybe you could get away with that. But like, dude, you have a giant walking, standing Metal Gear Rex that has like a chainsaw sword. I was like, where the hell did this come from? And apparently, because this isn't Snake anymore, and it's just this stupid medic, anyone can be Snake. Anyone can be him. You have completely removed the very purpose of why Big Boss was important. And you've said anyone can be super. Anyone can be special. Snake is not. You have made Solid Snake and his bloodline completely irrelevant in their own franchise. How the fuck do you do that? That is my problem with Metal Gear 5. Which is why I don't acknowledge it. It literally screws up the entire franchise's story. One game breaks the entire chain of storylines that go through all these games. Just that one game. That's my problem with it. Do I have a CD of Meteor? What? Dude. It's right here. Of course I have one. I mean, you want to see something else? Man, I got old school albums of Michael Jackson, and these aren't reprints. These are original. This came out. This exact copy it's actually my mom. She gave it to me. This copy is from 1983. This thing is older than me. And look, I also got Off the Wall, and I got Bad. These are originals. I think I got like one more. I don't think I got Dangerous though. I would have wanted that one. I asked what rating would I give Spider-Man 2 even though you didn't finish it. I give it a 3. Yeah, I give it a 3. By DLC sequel means you mean the kind of aftermath. Oh, did I like it? Yeah, it was fine. I mean, technically Mortal Kombat 1 is a sequel to 11 Aftermath storyline, but yeah, I thought what they did was pretty clever with the splitting timelines, like, which made both endings canon, so I actually thought that was a clever idea. Have I seen comic book movies based off of Xenomorph universe, which explore other planets and other types of aliens? No, I have not, unfortunately. You love Silent Hill, bro, but I'm losing hope in Silent Hill 2 remake because I think Konami is gonna probably ruin it too. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not a Silent Hill fan, but yeah, that's typically what they do. Do a review of Metal Gear Solid 3. You know what? I'll probably do that. I actually now have time to install and play this now. I actually have I'll probably have time. So, and I just updated my storage on my PlayStation 5. So I added another 2 terabytes to it. So now I can actually have more games on there at one time. So that's good. How would I describe? Did you know Bihan and Kuai Liang were born in the U.S., but their backstory, their mom was American and their dad was from China? No, I did not know that. All I knew was they were both Chinese. How would you describe Force Unleashed 2 in 2 words? Underwhelming. Very underwhelming. That was a disappointing game. And it was short too. It was criminally short. Would love to see you do a tier list of Metal Gear Solid characters. Maybe. Maybe that's an idea. There's a lot of characters though. That's the thing. That's a lot. That would be like doing my Dragon Ball Z character tier list. I'm not sure how people reacted to that one because that was a big list too. Because there was a lot of characters in Dragon Ball Z. So maybe, I don't know. How would you describe modern Disney in 2 words? 2 words. Modern Disney. A abomination. Or no soul. Disney has lost its soul and its heart, and if anything, it's trying to tear apart families instead of bringing them together with positive messages. You said that in your top 5 Final Fantasy games video that Final Fantasy VIII should be next game that should be remade. Do you still stand by that? I personally think that I don't think I said that should be the next remake. I said that if they were going to remake another one, I figured they might go with 8. I pray to God they don't touch 10. But if they really want to remake a Final Fantasy game, I would do the 1 to 6. I would update those games. If I had to pick one, probably 6. I don't think you could ruin 6. I think the 16-bit to 8-bit games, those could use a remake. I think they only went with 7 because that's the most popular one, and they've been teasing, a remake of Final Fantasy VII since the PlayStation 3 with that tech demo. So they've been doing that for well over 15 years, and then they finally did it. Did Solid Snake die in Metal Gear Solid 4? He didn't die during the game, but it's probably pretty clear he died sometime after 4. I don't really count Metal Gear Rising as official canon, but if you did go into that story, it's made based off how characters are talking, it's made abundantly clear that Solid Snake had probably passed away a few years before that game started. It's made very clear. And even Big Boss told him that, Solid Snake would eventually die anyway, so, yeah. Have I played Final Fantasy Type 0? Yes, I did. I actually do have a copy of that on PlayStation 4, and I only got that so I could play the demo for Final Fantasy 15, which is crazy. But I never finished that game. Oh, hit the like button? Oh, man, that would be great. That might get some attention. Metal Gear Solid 5 is still a masterpiece compared to Metal Gear Survive. We don't talk about Metal Gear Survive. That was I don't know what the hell that was. That is probably the worst thing that has ever touched the Metal Gear name. Would you have followed through with Aliens vs. Predator live action movie or movies being based or just canceled? What do you mean follow through? They made 2 Alien vs. Predator movies. They made 2 of those, and the first one I thought was okay. The second one sucked. Do I like Nirvana? Same thing. They may have one song I like, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. That's some good videos. It seems like Kojima struggles how to use Big Boss after Snake Eater, whether he should showcase him going bad or rewrite him as a true hero. That's a good point. Which is why I like Portable Ops so much, because that does so much for his character. More so than Peace Walker does. which is why it's canon to me. Which is why I'm pissed off that people don't want to acknowledge it. Like it is, I do know that it wasn't officially written by Kojima, which is what people are saying. But like story wise, there's nothing in its story that contradicts anything. In fact, it fills in a lot of gaps that even the primary story doesn't fill up. That's why I appreciate it so much. Off the wall over Thriller. Gotta disagree with you there. Off the Wall's good, but it still got that disco vibe in it. I will say this. I would pick Dangerous over Thriller because that's my favorite album of his, no question. What are your anticipated movies of this year? I don't really have any, to be fair. Like, I think I have like maybe like six movies, and they're all sequels. But I wouldn't say any of them are anything I'm like super excited for. I mean, it just kind of shows how unoriginal we're living in. I mean, the movies I plan to see are Dune Part 2, that's a sequel. Ghostbusters, that's a sequel. Maybe Deadpool, I don't know. Like, is that going to be R? Because that's technically a Disney film, and they've never released an R-rated film as far as I'm concerned, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. Craven's a maybe. Beetlejuice 2 is a maybe. Venom 3 is a maybe. Gladiator 2 is a maybe. Sonic 3 the Hedgehog, yeah, that's probably it. So, like, 8 films, all of them are sequels outside of Craven, but I'm not even sure if I want to go see Craven. I don't know. So this year's like, it's not really the greatest year for films too, so I can't say there's anything I'm like really excited for. I bet Mortal Kombat 1 Aftermath, Bi-Han and Quai-En will duel. I don't know. I don't think there'll be a Mortal Kombat 1 Aftermath. I don't believe that. What is the most important movie in gaming franchise to you? Most important movie? Inception. That's my favorite movie. Favorite franchise is Metal Gear. Easy. Would you compare the behavior characteristics of Bi-Han like Vegeta? I would say Bi-Han's a little more extremist than Vegeta was. If you're talking about like evil Vegeta, then yeah, I can see that. But like, I don't think Bi-Han's ever gonna change. You think Battleground 2 is overrated as don't argue with there. If they're gonna remake Final Fantasy VI, I'm concerned about what they're gonna do with Kefka. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, how do you ruin a character who's basically Carnage and the Joker with God powers? I'm not sure how you ruin that. My biggest problem with that game is that it just has too many characters. Like, you can have like 16 characters. That's crazy. Ever been to a strip club? Yes. Unfortunately, a few times it was weird. The first time I went, I went for my, I think it was my 21st birthday. I actually might have a picture of it. I was working at Walgreens that's a long story, so I don't think. Long story short, yes. Have I had the greatest experience? No. Do I go back to strip clubs now? No. It's kind of like the live version of OnlyFans, to be fair. I mean, strip clubs were just OnlyFans, but like before OnlyFans, but like it's weird. So, yes, I've been to a strip club. No, I don't go to them anymore. Have I had a great experience? I mean, not really. I mean, it's just like, okay, I'm sitting here listening to bad music, seeing all these horny guys who probably have wives or girlfriends staring at a woman show her breasts. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, dude, the most recent time I went to one was I went with one of my bosses. Like, this was like 9 years ago. And he was dating one, so that's why we were there. But even I was like, why am I here? Like, I mean, mainly because he's driving. He's got the car, so I just took my glasses off and played Tetris for like 15 minutes. Yeah, like it's dark, so I took my glasses off, so I couldn't really see anything. But like I could tell she was topless, but I'm like, it's like kind of fuzzy and it's dark. So that's my strip club story. What if the Persona franchise dropped the turn-based system? I don't know. I don't think they would do that because that's kind of a staple of their gameplay style, so I don't see why they would drop it. Aside from the boss, is there any other character in Metal Gear Solid you'd love to see get a spin-off for? I A spinoff. Who do I think deserves a spinoff? Gray Fox. I would love to see Gray Fox get a spinoff. They tried to do something like that, but like, yeah. You heard Type Zero was trash. Yeah, it was trash, which is why they had to pair it with the Final Fantasy 15 demo so people would buy it. You love Metal Gear Solid 5 for the open world. I don't like the story, though. Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Favorite movie with Dwayne Johnson? Damn, that's tough. Because I don't think Dwayne The Rock Johnson's the greatest actor who has a lot of range. Maybe The Rundown, if you remember that film. It was one of his earlier films. I think that's the one I enjoy the most. Yeah, I would say that film. Yeah. You watched Durant video. Oh dear God. oh, that one. Woo! I'm surprised you saw that video. That is an old one. Oh God, the cocaine. It was such a crazy experience. I didn't know what the hell I was watching. That was to this day. That is still like the worst movie I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what I was watching. I mean, Hugh Jackman with a scrotum on it. It's like, oh, how did this film get made? I've never seen a film. The last time I saw the ending of a film like that, I swear to God, it was like the Spice Girls movie. And yes, I was dragged to go see a Spice Girls film when I was younger. I didn't want to go see it. I was dragged. And it seemed like all the actors were in on it, and they just quit. And they kept filming. And they put that in the film. I've never seen that before. Where the actors are actively saying, you know what, I'm done with this film. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. This movie's stupid. I don't know how you guys got me here. And they kept that in the film. It was like actors were breaking characters, and it's wild. Have you ever played Persona 5 Strikes? No, I have not. Do you think Sylvester Stallone would have success in politics the same as Arnold Schwarzenegger? I don't think Sylvester Stallone's a politician. Hey, Brian, hope you're having a great day. Thanks, Caleb. I hope your day's going great, too. And here's weird. My bottom calf is starting to cramp up for some reason. I don't know why. How much time we got? Oh, we got 13 minutes. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3? Oh. I don't know anything about that game, so I apologize. I thought you were talking like Battlefield 3 or something. I don't know. I could care less for Kingdom Hearts 4. Same here. I'm not. When Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, will anyone care? I mean, look at the time frame between 2 and 3. Like, that game was not worth that time period. Like I'm 33 right now. I'm 33. By the time Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, I'll probably be 40. Like, do you think I'm gonna care? Like, in the story has like removed all the interesting elements that Kingdom Hearts was built upon. I was like, you've completely stripped out the Final Fantasy aspect of it, and I'm like, that was the whole point of Kingdom Hearts. Because what happens when you mix Disney and Final Fantasy, and you've stripped out the Final Fantasy, and you've made the plot so convoluted, no one understands what the hell's going on. Even people who make videos try to explain what's going on, they don't know what's really going on. And this is supposed to be for kids. Like, come on. Remember what they did to Sephiroth? Yeah. They made him an idiot. I mean, Sephiroth's cocky, but he's not an idiot. How would you have ended the Resident Evil franchise? Easy. There's only one way you can do it. You gotta kill off a main character. Preferably all of them. I'm like, that's how I would end it. Like, I would have like a major endgame style fight, and I would literally kill every character. I'm not joking. Kill off Leon, kill off Chris, kill off Jill, kill off Ada, kill off Claire, kill all them off, but have it be in like a sense of sacrifice. Like, they're ending the BOW thread. I'm dead serious. Like, because once these characters are dead, like, well, we gotta start over or have a new generation of characters. But yeah, I would generally just kill them off in like a big, massive battle. Do you think Resident Evil will continue with first person, or will they go back to third person? It might be a mix, because we don't know what they're doing in Resident Evil 9. I mean, they must have known that people were, like, there's some people who like the first person aspect, and then there were some people like me who didn't. And the proof of that is that when they released the Resident Evil 8 Gold Edition, they gave you the option to play as that in third person. So there's clearly an audience that wants to play Resident Evil in third person, and there's an audience that wants to play in first person. Give us the option. That's all I'm asking for. If you give us the option, I'm perfectly fine with that. And they did that. Like, that's why I won't play 7. That's why I didn't play 8 until they released the Gold Edition. And then it was like one of the best Resident Evil games I'd ever played. If you could switch your body with another person like Freaky Friday, who'd you choose? Probably, no, I don't want to do him. Honestly, I wouldn't. I like my body the way it is. Do you ever get bored in Vegas? Oh, God, I hate Vegas. I've been trying to move out for years. I'm tired of Vegas. I don't like being here anymore. If I ever get an opportunity to live anywhere else, a better place, I take it at a heartbeat. I don't like being in Vegas anymore. Thoughts on the Oakland Athletic move to Las Vegas? What? I don't know what that is. Is that like a team or something? Favorite Quentin Tarantino film? Probably Pulp Fiction, off the top of my head. What is the saddest death scene I've ever seen in a game? Maybe The Boss. I would say that one always gets me. Because I was a teenager when I saw that, and that got me. What they did with Sephiroth, I can imagine they're going to do the same thing with Kefla. That might be a little bit harder because, like, if they stick with the story, how do you mess that up? They only messed it up. Like, my problem with the 7 remake is they just screwed up the story. They just screwed up the story. Like, I mean, and they screwed up the story by taking the prior timeline and just messing with the new one and like making it like a splittish timeline. Like, that's my issue. Resident Evil 7 was very scary. I can't say I didn't play it. What don't I like in Vegas? I live in Buffalo, New York, and it gets boring. What I don't like about Vegas is that, like, unless you're down by the strip, there's not much to really do. This is not really the best place to raise a family. And it's not like once you've seen and done everything, there's nothing really else to do. Like, I've been in every, like, trust me, I can assure you, it's the kind of place you want to visit for maybe a week or a weekend, but I wouldn't recommend you stay here. Like, if you're driving through, yeah, maybe stay here, maybe see a few shows, gamble a little bit, play on a few slots. That's about it. But outside of that, there's really not much to do in Vegas. When you move again, will your new location still be in Vegas or will it be somewhere else? It'll probably be in Vegas, but it might be in a house. And, like, one of the big things is I'm making sure my filming location and my bedroom are in 2 different spots. Because I'm tired of you guys seeing what my bedroom looks like. If I were rich, would you go out of your way and buy things like mansions? No. Oh, no. Absolutely not. Like, no, I would not. Like, if I got a large sack of money, the first thing I would do is I would take half of it and I would invest it in something that people need, like water or toilet paper or a graveyard. That way I can, or invest in something that allows me to use that money and have it to make more money. The other half, I wouldn't. I'm not the kind of person who just goes out and buys a bunch of stuff and to reveal I would have money. Like, I'm not gonna go buy like Lamborghinis or mansions, like stuff like, because that's a waste of money. That's a waste. I don't need that. Have that money last as long as possible. Literally, if you give me $500,000 with how I live my life now, I easily could make that last for about 10 years. Like, not working. Like, if I quit my, like, if I got, like, you give me $500,000, $500,000 today, meaning I quit my job, I can make that last 10 years. Guaranteed. Before I would need to work again. Like, I could live an entire year off about $50,000. With just how I live. Damn, okay, my right calf is really cramping now. Damn, it hurts. All right, we got like 6 more minutes, so let's knock out these last set of questions. I hate how they use to promote Mortal Kombat. They kept showing Scorpion kick Sub-Zero's ass, as evident in Mortal Kombat 11 and 10. Well, they were the poster boys, so, you know, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know when that started. I'm not sure when the whole Scorpion was the face of the franchise. I really don't know when that started, because it's supposed to be Liu Kang. I'm like, when did that become a thing? Like, maybe that started at 9, but, like, who decided that? You don't mind the current background, but I definitely think your previous one was better. Oh, absolutely was more better. It was way better. Like, you guys can't even see like the cool stuff I have in the background. I recently posted up like 5 lightsabers. Like, I've like 5 of them up. Like, I got one there. I put 2 on the side. Like, oh my god, I wish I could show you guys this. I wish I could show you the room right now. Like, like the way stuff is located, it's actually really cool. Sorry for confusing you. Your Oakland Athletics are I don't know this. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't even know the Raiders were coming here until they announced it. Like, I've heard like I heard like maybe they're getting an MLB team. I didn't know that. I don't follow baseball at all. I only follow basketball and football. I don't follow hockey. So like when whatever team we have here won the Stanley Cup, I didn't even recognize it. I didn't even know. And then like we have like a WNBA team that won the championship. I didn't even know. I was like I don't even follow that. I didn't say not to research the Final Fantasy VII house story. It's the name of the title. It's actually recommended. Okay. Do you like the guest characters in Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I've actually liked them. Mortal Kombat 9, I think they had Kratos, and then 10 they had the Predator, the Xenomorph, and I think they threw in. They had Jason. And Freddy was 9, so they had Freddy and Kratos. And they also added Scarlet, but Scarlet's a Mortal Kombat character. And then you go to 11, and they added the Terminator, and they had a bunch of... I love these guest characters. I love them. I love them. I really do. I think they're awesome. Oh, shit! God! Oh! Damn. Oh! Fuck! Okay, I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay, shit. Damn. Okay. I gotta get out of this damn chair. Okay, I gotta get out of this damn chair. Okay. Okay, no, that's not gonna work either. That's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, my I don't know what the hell just happened. My right calf just cramped up really effing bad right now. Shit. Oh god, this hurts. Oh god, I can't. Oh damn this. Oh. Okay. Hang on, let me see if I can get on the other knee. Maybe that'll work. Okay. Oh, damn it. Oh god. Let's see. Okay, I gotta do this standing up. Okay. Yeah, I can't sit down anymore. Oh, it hurts. I mean, I do work out, but like, oh damn, this doesn't happen until after the workout. Okay, let me focus. Okay. What would my Sith name be? My Sith name would be Darth Radek. I did a Star Wars Q&A video maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I went over this. Oh, you guys can see. Like, I got my Dragon Ball figures up here and the Cloud Fighting Sephiroth over there. Okay, yeah. Out of all the video game weapons that I have, which one is my favorite? Definitely the Blade of Chaos, which is kind of over there. Right there. And behind that, it's a little hard to see, is the Thor's hammer. And there's lightsaber number 1. There's lightsaber number 2, and there's like a third one in. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Okay. What else we got? Would you play Persona 3 Reload blindly, just like I did with Persona 4? Maybe. Am I okay? No. No, I'm in a lot of pain right now. Speaking of Persona 4 Golden and not being braggy, you have completed. Oh, that's great. I hope you liked Persona 4. Woo. Okay, we got one more minute. Okay. But guys, damn, this hurts. Okay, hopefully it goes away before I have to go to work in like an hour. Okay, so before I go, I'm really gonna post a poll after this is done on where we should be streaming, because I really want to build up Twitch, but I know my audience here on YouTube. That is going to be a topic of discussion in the next video, and I'm going to go over the pros and cons. I'm just going to expand on a little bit more of what I talked about today. But again, I want to thank you guys. Just it's like I'm in so much pain right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, like I don't know, like I'm gonna have to take some painkillers or something. Like yeah, I can't even walk. Like you guys can't tell, but I'm actually raising. I'm kind of bouncing on my desk in my chair right now. Okay, but I'm putting it down. It's starting to go back. But yeah, so I'm supposed to. So I'm gonna put up a poll and Twitter, or either not Twitter, Twitch or YouTube. Again, I would prefer Twitch, and then we're gonna pick certain times that work for the majority of you, and we're gonna work on that. And then I'm gonna let you guys pick what's the first game you guys want me to stream. So that's what's going on right now. So I'm gonna cut the stream here and maybe take a shower. Maybe this cramp will go away, and then edit the top 10 Super Nintendo games video, and then make more plans. But yeah, we gotta come up with also let me know also in the community center, how would you guys like me to celebrate the 12th anniversary of the channel, because that's on the 16th. I created the channel on the 16th, but the first video didn't come up until the 21st. So just let me know what you guys want me to do for that, and I'll do a video then. Maybe a 2-hour live stream or something. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. You're awesome. Let me just lay down for a minute. I'll get the poll up, and you guys are awesome. And we'll do this again next Wednesday, and hopefully I won't cramp up. So like always, thank you guys. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, I got